What's up, guys? So I'm Malik back here, and today I'm going to be doing an analysis video on the new Assassin's Creed game for 2015. This new Assassin's Creed game is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It takes place in 1868 in Victorian era London in the UK. So we've known this for a little bit. When the original images of this game got leaked, it was originally called Victory. I think they changed the name now to Syndicate. But yeah, I mean, we got I think 3 trailers. I think a few days ago from Ubisoft, and they were just showing the gameplay and whatnot. All the gameplay we saw was pre-alpha, so everything we saw will look a lot better when the game is actually released. But yeah, the game itself looked really cool. I think the action scenes and whatnot, and the new assassin Jacob Fry, I think his name is. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I'm pretty sure it's called Fry, but yeah, Jacob Fry. That's what I'm calling him. But yeah, Jacob Fry. He looks pretty cool. I really like how his outfit looks. I really like the black that they used for the assassins. I really like when the assassins use darker colors. I'm not too big of a fan of the lighter colored assassins. I think that the suit looks a lot cooler in black. They fixed a lot of problems with the Assassin's Creed games with this character because. Well, one big flaw about the Assassin's Creed games was the whole point of being incognito and dressing like an assassin to do so. It wasn't very realistic to what would actually happen in real life. I mean, if you walked around on the streets of Paris or something in Assassin's Creed Unity with a hood and a bunch of weapons, I think you'd look pretty suspicious. So they fixed that in this game. Now your character wears a top hat when he's walking around the streets. Jacob Fry, he'll be wearing a top hat, and most of his weapons are concealed and hidden. So it looks pretty cool. I mean, his suit overall looks pretty just like a coat that a person in that time era would wear, and he just wears a top hat to kind of fit in with the rest of the crowd. He is a gangster too, so he does look a little bit sketchy and whatnot. I mean, he doesn't look like a very high class person because the whole point of this game is that you'll be playing as a gangster, and you'll be owning gangs throughout London to take out the Templar Order, I guess. But yeah, looking more about the assassin though, Jacob Fry, his weapons in this game are pretty cool. I mean, we do get a new type of hidden blade. We do only see one hidden blade. I mean, I don't think he will be having hidden blades on both hands. It'll only be on one, which I really like it when they used to do dual hidden blades with like Connor, Edward, and Ezio and stuff. I thought that was a lot cooler, but I think they're sticking with the single hidden blade right now. That's fine though. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. But the new hidden blade, the new feature of it. It is like a rope type of a rope hidden blade. I mean, it fires like a rope. Or a grappling hook, I guess you could say. I mean, and it allows him to swim, climb up buildings and zip line across from building to building and stuff like that. So it is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how that actually works. It doesn't really seem like the most realistic weapon for that time period, but for what it is in the game, it does allow you to do a lot more with the character. So it is pretty cool. I do think it looked really cool in the gameplay that we saw. He also will be using throwing knives. They brought that back from Ezio, which is really cool. I really like the throwing knives. Those are pretty sweet. And he will also be using brass knuckles, which are new. So those look pretty sweet as well. So I guess I think they might be getting rid of the regular fighting hand-to-hand combat thing and just put brass knuckles in. So it's just regular hand combat just with brass knuckles. So it's like a lot deadlier, I guess. And his I think his signature weapon is called the Kirikou knife. Oh, I forgot the name. Sorry about that. But the Kirikou knife, something like that. It's a knife that it's not from a I don't think it originates in the UK. It does look a little exotic to me. I mean, I think it might be from one of the British colonies from that time era, and he might have got it from there. But yeah, the knife doesn't look like it's actually from London or anything. It does look a little exotic. I do think it looks cool though. I mean, it is pretty original looking. It doesn't really suit the assassin, I guess. Jacob Fry doesn't really. I wasn't really expecting that when we first saw it, but nonetheless, it is still a pretty cool weapon. For Megabox though, if any of you guys were trying to make a custom one, I think I might try and make a custom Jacob Fry figure. I mean, Megabox will eventually give us one, but because Megabox already has made Assassin's Creed hoods and capes and whatnot in black colors, so you can try and make Jacob Fry. And we do actually have a Kirikou knife in Megabox form from Emil from the 2014 Mongoose. I mean, yeah, because Emil's signature weapon in Halo is his signature combat weapon is a Kirikou knife or whatever it's called. I forgot the name, but. Yeah, so if you have that set, you could put it onto Megalox and just reuse that one piece. I mean, for Jacob Fry, I think hopefully they'll be giving us another. I mean, we do already know what we will be getting for this wave in Megablox, but hopefully they'll just give us another weapon of sorts. I mean, another small set introducing the new characters and new sets based on the new game Syndicate. So that'd be cool if Megalobox did that. But looking at the game again, I mean, the time period. I think the time period is really cool. It's pretty modern. I mean, it's in 1868. So there is a revolver, which is also one of Jacob Fry's main weapons. There is a revolver, which is really cool. I really like how they did that. But we will be seeing weapons and whatnot in this game. It is pretty sweet. Like so now I guess instead of using the Phantom Blade and using musket rifles or whatever, you can just use a straight revolver to shoot down your enemies, which is pretty cool, I think. So it is a pretty recent game. We won't be seeing cars or anything, but I think electricity will be in this in the time period. We will be seeing a lot of horse-drawn carriages and stuff, and they did introduce a feature where you can use a horse-drawn carriage to like chase around the streets and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool as well. But and the whole cityscape of it, I'm not too happy with that. I think one problem with Assassin's Creed Unity was it was way too modern, and the whole free roam was just a city, which wasn't very cool, I guess. I would have preferred to see more stuff like with wilderness and environments that we saw in Assassin's Creed 4, 3, and in Assassin's Creed Rogue. I thought that would look a lot cooler. So I don't think they're going to be doing that in this game. I mean, there's not that much they can do when it comes to like nature environments from this time period. I mean, I think the main focus of the open world will be in the London, UK, maybe some other cities, but it will just mainly consist of cities. I mean, I don't think they'll be going too far off into wilderness or anything like that. We will be seeing like trains and stuff though, which is pretty sweet. I do like how they did that. I mean, we haven't really seen any gameplay of it, but we do know that we will be seeing trains in this game. So that's pretty cool. Maybe you can see some like fight scenes and whatnot with the trains and stuff like that. But yeah, so this game does look pretty cool. I mean, it's not the greatest looking game in my opinion. I was hoping we'd see something more like from Japan or something like that, or from Egypt. I thought that we were going to be seeing I thought this game was going to take place somewhere like that. That would have been a lot cooler in my opinion. I'm kind of getting sick of this whole city thing. I think that was one major flaw with Assassin's Creed Unity. I mean, it was so city based. I really didn't like that. I do like the whole nature and environment part of the Assassin's Creed games, so I wasn't really too happy. I'm not really too happy with that, but hopefully this game does work out pretty cool. In the gameplay we saw the fight scenes, or not the fight scenes. I mean the combat gameplay is they really fixed it in this one. I mean, Unity, they made it a lot more difficult and more realistic, but I think that was a little bit more annoying because you couldn't engage too many enemies at once, and it just didn't flow or work as good as the past Assassin's Creed games. I think the past Assassin's Creed games were a little bit too easy. I mean, all we did was pretty much hit circle square over and over again. You'd pretty much take out an entire enemy of like bad guys and whatnot. So I do like that they're trying to like make it more realistic, but I hope hopefully with this game they'll find like the right balance between realism and like fun fighting gameplay, because with Unity I think one major flaw was like their fighting. It was pretty difficult. I mean, it was hard to take on more than like 5 guys at once, but with the game so far, it's all pre-alpha though, so I mean it does look a little bit choppy in places and whatnot. The textures and all look really good to me, but I think the movement does not really fit too well. I mean, that's just because it's pre-alpha. So after when they finalize the game and when we see it in November, I think, or November or October. I forgot the release date. I think it's October, but yeah. I mean, it will be finalized and will look really good. But yeah, I mean, the new Assassin's Creed game is pretty sweet. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below about the new Assassin's Creed game. I watched all the trailers. I think it does look pretty cool. But yeah. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. His sister in the game. I think it's Eve Fry or something like that. Yeah, Eve. She is also gonna be a playable character, which I think is cool. I mean, the last time we saw a female assassin was back in Liberation, and that was like not a mainline game. That was more of a for PS Vita. It was a or handheld game, so it wasn't one of the mainline Assassin's Creed games, which kind of sucked. I mean, it's nice to see that we're getting more like gender equality with these Assassin's Creed games, seeing more female characters take place in the game, so that's pretty sweet. I mean, she's not going to be one. She is one of the main characters. She'll get around 25% of the gameplay throughout the stories. What I've been hearing and rumors and whatnot so far, which is pretty good. I mean, hopefully later or something we'll be seeing a game with like a main female assassin, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, so it's pretty cool to see Eve Fry in this game. She does look cool as well. I mean, her suit is pretty much like a female variant of Jacob Fry's, so it does look really, really cool. But yeah, it's pretty much going to do it for me, guys. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below about this game. I'm pretty hyped for it. I mean, hopefully it doesn't flop like the last one, Unity. Hopefully Ubisoft kind of gives out what they promised at this time. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed watching this, please remember to hit that like button. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.